Welcome in, Chipola Nation. I'm Donnie Tyndall, head men's basketball coach. Got my point guard here, Sammy Pieces. He's going to tell you a little bit about himself. He's been a great addition to our program, doing a great job both in the classroom and on the floor. And Sammy, let's tell our fans a little bit about where you're from, your high school career, prep school career,
Yes, sir.
and even your freshman year of college.
Yeah, so I'm Sammy Pieces. I'm originally from Paris, France. I stayed out there until I was about like 15 years old, born and raised. Decided to move over here for my career. Went to high school at Melbourne Central Catholic first, Trinity Christian High School in Georgia after, and then prep school in Georgia also, and then signed for my first year of basketball in college last year at Southeastern Louisiana.
And had a good freshman year. Averaged about 7-8 points a game, which is hard to do for any freshman at the Division I level. Now let's go back to your high school a little bit. I know you played for an outstanding prep school coach. Right. In high school, did you make the state tournament? Did you make a run in the tournament? How'd you do there?
I was first team All-State. My teammate was second team All-State. He averaged about 18 a game, nine rebounds, 7 assists. He was an amazing player. He went NAIA, I think.
Okay.
So it was me and him leading the charge. You know, we brought the team to the state second round, and we went to the district championship game. We lost in the district championship game and the region. So it was a little unfortunate, but we had a pretty good team. We could have done something, but we just missed a little piece.
But good experience, learned a lot, got acclimated to the states.
For sure. So I stayed 2 years in Melbourne in Florida first.
Okay.
And then when I went to Georgia, I was already like acclimated to being out here, but it was a more comfortable situation for me for sure.
Good. Now, I had Coach Lane. Coach Lane's your guy, right?
Yeah,
had Coach Lane on the show. We talked about his illustrious high school career. Mm-hmm. He had 49 points as career high. Did you do better than that?
I never did better than that in high school. Yeah. I did better than that back in France. But in high school, I think it was about 40-something.
Okay.
40-something.
Well, you're doing a great job for us, and I know when you left Southeast Louisiana after having a really good freshman year, played significant minutes at the Division I level, you had a lot of different options.
Right.
And I ask all our guys, why Chipola? What made you pick our place?
So I don't know if everybody knows, but at first I picked Kilgore, and whatever they had over there really, like, it drew me into thinking that it was a good place for me, which I think it was. The coach ended up leaving, so I had to rethink my decision. And the only other name I had in my head was Chipola, because I knew Coach Harris from last year, and he told me, the only thing he told me is this is the place for you if you really want to make it, and this is the place for real basketball players. Yeah. So that's really what I listened to. Me and him have a good relationship, so I know everything he's going to tell me it's not going to be no lie. So
yeah, and give you a little bit of a backstory. So when he was leaving Southeast Louisiana, it came down to us and Kilgore Junior College in Texas. He picked Kilgore. Worst mistake of his life, I tell him.
Hey, I'm here now.
But then he had to try. He figured it out, and he decided to come with us. Coach Jaron Harris was the coach on our staff that recruited him heavily. Did a great job. They had a close relationship, and then Coach Harris got a Division I job at New Mexico State. So we're glad it all came full circle, and he's where he needs to be. And tell me this: what do you think of our team this year? Give the fans maybe a little insight to your teammates, how we're doing, how the team's progressing, just your general thoughts.
Yeah, so we've been having a good, really good practices. You know, we're working towards a national championship. That's always been the goal. But first, we got to take care of that state championship. We got to win that state tournament. So we're getting ready every day. You know, we're competing. We got a couple pieces on this team that can really, really go somewhere. But for this team, that can really do something and impact the game. Yeah. And I think if we all just click, it's going to take time still, but if we all just click, it's just nobody's better than us. That's really how I feel.
Yeah. Well, and I think what Sammy's alluding to this past week, we don't have a lot of sayings and slogans and mottos in our program. We've got really one thing we talk about. We have one sign in our locker room, and that's simply be a great practice team.
Right.
Because I've been doing it a long time, and I really feel like slogans and sayings are nice, but at the end of the day, you got to go do it on the floor every single day. And if you're a great practice team, you're going to end up being at least a good team on game night. If you're not a very good practice team, your team will be up and down and underachieve. And we've had some really, really good practices here the last couple weeks. I think just as Sammy mentioned, our team's starting to come, full circle, if you will, are rounding into shape. We've had a couple guys that were out with injuries that are coming back. And I think when we get everybody back healthy, with this guy, Greedy, Zacco, you're talking about maybe one of the best backcourts in junior college basketball, and we're continuing to grow and get better. And I think just like you said, the sky's the limit if we continue to have those good practices, right? So I'm excited about that. Let me ask you this. So you picked Chipola, I'm sure in large part because of the things Coach Harris and I talked about basketball-wise. Right. But once you got here and got settled in for a few weeks, maybe a month or two, tell me a pleasant surprise you've had about Chipola. And it doesn't have to be basketball related, just in any way, shape, or form, what you like about here.
So the thing I struggled most with last year was showing up every day and wanting to be there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna speak ill of any situation I've been in, but it wasn't the best for me personally. Like just being happy as an everyday person, and here it's like that's really what makes the difference. Is I'm showing up every day wanting to be there. I'm showing up every day ready to work. I'm showing up every day like whatever we got, I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
And it's enjoyable, and I think part of it is y'all, the coaching staff, and part of it is my teammates also.
Right.
So it's just been great. It's just been great. I wake up and I ask what time to practice.
Yeah.
So that's really how I look at it now.
Now, the only days I might disagree is those early morning conditioning
Right.
days. I don't know if you're real happy on those days, but you did a good job with it.
I never missed one.
That's
I
right.
Never missed one.
That's true. Well, and I think, we told you this in the recruiting process, and I think you've quickly learned this. Like, we recruit really good players here at Chipola, but we also recruit really good people like yourself.
Right.
We're not going to have guys that don't want to work, guys that don't want to go to class, guys that don't want to act the right way in the community. We don't recruit them. If we make a mistake and they're here, they end up not lasting. So I understand what you're saying about being around good people. It makes it a lot more fun for coaches and players, right?
Absolutely.
So, all right, well, I give each player a chance to ask Coach T a question during their interview, so you can't be too hard on me now. What question you got for DT?
So DT makes us watch a lot of film, man. I don't think y'all know, but I want to know how many hours of film you watch by yourself.
Well, I don't have family here. I tell you guys, my daughters aren't here. My mom and dad are in Michigan. My sister's in Michigan. So I don't have a whole lot to do other than hang out with Hooper and coach my team. So when I'm home at night, we watch a ton of film, get up in the morning. I would say on average, I probably watch, this is aside from our couple hours with the team each day.
Not counting those.
4 or 5 hours of film a day. But I think, like I tell our players, it's the best teaching tool.
Right.
It makes you better as a player, but it makes you better as a coach. Yeah. So I want to go into every practice and every game prepared and hopefully being one step ahead of the opponent. Yeah. So that's kind of my hobby, watching film and hanging out with Hooper, man.
Hey, when you got a coach that loves basketball, your team gonna love basketball. So.
Yeah, that's right. Well, tell me this, your goals individually and as a team for this season, Sammy. So I know you're a driven guy, got high goals, and I love that. So tell our fans what you're thinking.
So just for this season as a team, we're gonna start as national. It's state championship, national championship. That's really it. Like whatever means necessary, whatever we need to do. Those are the two goals we need to do as a team.
Yep.
And then personally, I'm not looking into going to a specific school. I just want to find the best situation for me.
Yep.
And just continue to play the right way. I think I've been doing that the first part of the season.
Yep.
And just keep improving my numbers. This gonna come with everything we're doing. So just keep on playing. We just got to keep going. I think we just got to keep on going better, getting better.
Well, Sammy leads our team in assists. He's second in steals. He's either leading our team in scoring or second. He had a 32-point game in our last game against Polk, played outstanding, and so doing a lot of good things. And you keep doing those things and lead our team to hopefully a state title and a national title. You're going to have a lot of good options like a lot of our players will at this spring, no doubt about it. Okay, you're old and gray and fat like me. You're 35, 38, 40. Right. The basketball is over with. What do you see yourself doing for the rest of your career, the rest of your life?
You know, I was thinking about it a lot because in France, actually, they ask you when you're young, like to make your decision about school, you got to know when you're young about what you want to do.
Really?
And I never really knew.
Yeah.
And I just think me loving basketball is just gonna stay around it. Anything that's around that, I'm gonna stick with it. Because that's what I enjoy doing every day. I don't know if I would enjoy getting up and, you know, sitting at a desk for a couple of hours.
Right.
Going outside and doing something random for a couple of hours. I don't know. I know I enjoy basketball, and I know that's what I wanna do. I wanna stay around it, any means necessary. You know.
So you could see yourself coaching.
I think so. At some point. I think I got to get a little bit of experience before I do that, but
yeah,
that's definitely an option.
Well, if you play pro for a while after college, which I know is your ambition, you're going to have some great experiences, which will lend itself to helping young people if you do coach. I got a spot on my staff for you. It's done. But I told Sammy one time, we were joking, probably by the time he's done playing, he'll be the head coach and I'll be trying to be his assistant coach, right? Yes, but, well, look, we've got some important dates for you. This Saturday and Sunday, the 16th and 17th of December, 2 o'clock at home both days. We're playing the first game, Central Georgia Tech, who we played earlier in the year, played us tough at their place. We were fortunate to get the win. And then we've got Gadsden out of North Carolina coming in on Sunday at 2. And then right after Christmas, our guys will go home for about a 5-day window. We come back and we'll play December 27th. There's a big high school tournament here ran by Mariana High School right here on our campus. And we'll be the feature game opening night about 8 o'clock. On the 27th against Reed State. So you can watch high school ball all day long, and then our game will be the feature game that night. So we've got a busy next week and a half, but we will take a few days to enjoy Christmas. So with that being said, we wish everyone a happy holiday. Stay safe out there as you travel. Enjoy Christmas, and we hope to see you at our upcoming games. Go Indians.
Go Indians.